An update now to the story we first told you about yesterday. The union representing firefighters across the province speaking out after Doug Ford's government axed mandatory certification for the industry. The Liberal government had introduced it after recommendations from coroner's inquests. Firefighters Union says it's necessary to save lives.
There's more regulations in dog catching than there is in firefighting right now.
Rob Hindman supports certifying firefighters, inspectors, trainers and dispatchers. He believes it will increase safety.
It creates a basic benchmark for all firefighters in the province of Ontario, and it ensures that communities know that when they have a firefighter attending to a scene, whether it be a car accident or a house fire or some other such emergency, that they have the minimum threshold of training that they are expected to be having. The certification was something that was supported by not only us, but the Volunteer Firefighters Association of Ontario, as well as the Ontario Association of Fire Chiefs.
Calls have been growing for certification in the firefighting field. Juries from 3 coroner's inquests have recommended it. One of the inquiries found 3 Whitby teens didn't have to die in this 2012 fire. The upstairs rental didn't have a mandatory secondary exit or flame retardant drywall along the stairwell. And yet it passed a fire inspection, even though it didn't meet code. They ended up trapped.
It just was so preventable. There was a lot of mistakes made. And I don't know, we shouldn't be here. You know, we shouldn't be here, that's all.
Right now, there is no requirement for training or certification to become a firefighter, fire inspector, or dispatcher. Here is a list of minimum requirements for a firefighter. Among them, 18 years of age or older, a grade 12 diploma, and a standard first aid certificate. On Friday at 4:21 in the afternoon before the long weekend, the PC government sent this letter to all fire chiefs, telling them the certification program launched by the previous Liberal government was going to be scrapped, citing concerns for the challenges it would represent for small rural communities that rely on volunteer firefighters. The Association of Municipalities of Ontario echoes those concerns.
A one-size-fits-all approach. Lots of parts of Ontario that don't have growth the same way that we're seeing in the GTA. In fact, they're losing population, they're losing their tax base. So they're concerned.
Firefighters Union, though, believes it would not be costly to implement.
Most of those concerns were addressed at the table. Most of those concerns were debunked at the table. This is if these fire services are training to the standards that they say they're training to already, this shouldn't be anything more than a 5-hour certification exam.
CityNews tried to interview the Minister of Community Safety and Correctional Services about this story yesterday and went to an event he was supposed to be at early this morning, but he cancelled.
The minister bailed on us for some reason.
He had to be in Toronto at 7:30.
He bailed.
He sends his apologies.
We also reached out to the minister's office via email to request an interview. It was not returned. We have yet to receive a response. Now, both the government and the Association of Municipalities of Ontario stress they are not against certification, just the way the Liberal government was planning to roll it out. We will continue to try and interview the minister to see if there are plans to revamp the program.